All right, so if you've seen the video of our trailer before, you may have caught that it was a two-bedroom. So we actually have decided to attempt to take down one of the walls to the bedrooms and make the trailer a one bedroom and leave this room over here. But I've actually, I started recording on this a little late. I should have started earlier, but I figured I would throw it on here anyway. So we've moved our big bed from what you would consider, I guess, the master bedroom into this smaller room. And yeah, so I'm gonna go over what I've done so far and catch you up, and then you can understand what I've got going on here. Say hi.
Hola.
All right, so this is the room we were sleeping in, the master. It's cluttered with stuff because I'll go over what I've had to do. So that wall's coming down, and this unit here was actually a closet in here, in that corner. But in order to fit that bed in here with room for us to crawl off at the end, I removed that cabinet. I've got it there just in case I need wood. So to get this wall to move, there's the main wire that comes from the main, and then that comes in through the ground, and it was actually feeding in through the back of this, and then into there. So anyway, that wire and this wire that comes actually from the ground and then was also concealed and came through this wall into the back of this unit, they need to be moved. So I realized I thought I could just pull that black wire and move it and go under the ground and come up here, but then I realized that all this input feeds out to everything. So in order to get to that wiring back there, excuse me, I had to remove this panel, just like this panel here, and that was pretty challenging, but I was able to do it, so that's great. So now where I'm at is I've removed this panel, and I'm going to mark and remove all these wires, and then bring that harness and actually drill a hole here and bring it down and remount this box here. And then this black wire, I'll drill a new hole underneath the trailer and bring it up here and conceal it. So yeah, that's what I'm at now. And then if I've done this right, then I just need to disconnect the wall from here and run a blade along all that silicone and stuff, and hopefully the wall should come down. But yeah, that's what I've done so far. I wanted to get some video since I had posted the video of the trailer when we first got here. I kind of wanted to keep up with things I've done, if anyone's interested, or maybe just for myself in the future to look and see what I've done. But yeah, I'll catch you guys up here in a bit. One thing I actually forgot to mention, in order to be able to pop that panel out, I had to take down our main lighting in here, which actually runs the length of this room and is right here. So that was fun because it's pretty long, but Rachel just held one end and I held the other. But yeah, that panel wouldn't pop out because that was in the way, so it was hitting there. So I had to take the whole damn thing down, and I actually had to remove this part from that one to give myself even more room, which is fine. I can screw that back up. But yeah, that was also something I had to do. All right, it's a little tight in here because I got all this crap piled in here. But I have successfully moved the breaker. It was just on the outside of this wall through that hole there. So these three wires there, they actually fed in from underneath the trailer and from a hole down there, and I've drilled a new hole and reused this plastic wire concealer. So I've ran that up from the main to the breaker, and then this blue and brown wire that's coming out the bottom actually fed through that wall into the back of that heater. And that wire came down. So the main came up from the ground, the heater wire came down. So I've just moved all of the wires over here and moved that main coming up from the ground into there. So now I just need to mount this box and then rewire all these wires, and I should have power again. So we're looking pretty good so far on that. All right, quick update. I was able to wire this freaking monstrosity back together and didn't burn the house down. I've got all the power outlets and lights back up. So that was all successfully moved. I've rewired the heater down here. I really love these wire connections that they have here. It's super clever and easy. You don't need to solder or cut anything. They just screw in, go in each end and then screw in there. Sorry about my focus. It's not focusing as well as I'd like. But yeah, so now we're going to work on actually bringing the wall down. All right, we've got our couch slash bed pre-assembled deal there that was in the corner moved out. We've got the power box moved now. We've got the lights back up here. And basically at this point we just need to tear this wall down. We've removed everything we could that we believed was supporting it. And I believe at this point we just need to cut this caulking along here and kind of just get it going. It's pretty loose in there. And then we should be good to go. But I just wanted to update. I have a piece of plastic I'm going to use to conceal those wires, but that's all good. All that's going pretty good. This guy will finish up later, but yeah, we got that out, and then we're going to throw that in that corner when we're done, and seems to be going pretty good so far. All right, it's official. We've got the wall down. We've now got a 1-bedroom, and there's the wall. We've actually had to turn it on its side to get out the door. But it was kind of held in place with some of these, these IKEA fastener deals that they've got. There was just 3 on the top, 3 on the wall, and 3 on the bottom. And I just unscrewed them. And then the caulking was basically holding it in place. I just pushed it that way and it gave. And there it is. I'm going to get this cleaned up and we'll get this moved over there and see what we've got. All right, I've got about 98% of it done. I'm just going to do a slow pan. So the corner unit was there before, and then the wall was there. You can see that white marking on the wall. And we've just moved it back, and oh my gosh, it's making all the difference in the world. Now we've got a little corner spot where our bed used to be, which actually looks right out to the sea there. And now it's so open. What do you think, babe?
I'm in love with it. It's great.
So yeah, totally changed the game. I'm gonna mount that heater there. I'm thinking about putting a shelf in the corner there, and then we can set our laptop and watch movies. And then this table actually will fold down and go right there, and those cushions lay flat, and that turns into a bed. So we could even eventually put a curtain across for privacy if we have a guest. But for now, we have our room in there, and this here. All right, so a couple things I wanted to add on here with our remodel. I still need to mount this heater after we've removed this wall, as I've been showing. And I want to take the bottom of this and basically take out the front of that and then turn those 2 doors into shelves and use that as the side of a shelf and have an open space here to fit the air conditioning. I'm not sure how that's going to work out for me, but I'm going to attempt it. I've already started loosening some of that stuff. But we'll see how it goes with turning it into a shelving and whatnot. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get those 2 done. And that should be about all I'm wanting to do as far as with the remodel in here. And as far as I can go without having to buy supplies and stuff. I've basically been moving stuff that's already in here around or changing it into something else. So we'll see how that goes. All right, I've removed all of the front of that. And with some shelves that are left over from the unit that was in the room there, the corner unit, I'm gonna now put, so this was actually just here, but I'm gonna put that this way and make that the side of what will be the shelves here. And then this will allow me to put the air conditioning here in the corner and vent it out of a hole that's already there. I'll just have to modify that slight bit. And then I'm just going to use all the wood that was already either used here or somewhere else from where I took the wall down to try to build some shelves there. And I think I may have covered the heater, but I got the heater in place as well, so that looks pretty good now. All right, I am done. I didn't really video as I was going along because it was kind of a pain in the butt, but as you can see, I've got the 2 shelves in place. I'm going to actually use some more wood and put along the front of that bottom there, so that's kind of hidden a bit better. But yeah, there's the air conditioning in the corner there, and I still need to do some work on that as far as venting the exhaust out of there's a pre-existing hole in the floor. But yeah, this is it. I've
taken what was left over from the bottom of this here and what was left from removing that wall and made these shelves. Before there was just two doors and storage area under there, but not actually any shelves. So now we've got our one bedroom trailer with some extra storage over here. We had to move our groceries that we had under here and put them here, and I think it looks really good. And then we were able to fit our oven under there, which is perfect. So now that's the cooking area. And yeah, let me just go through the whole place real quick. I've got another video up, but I'll just go through real quick. It's fairly clean in here, but there's our little toilet area, and then I'll call this our living room now. And then in here we have, this is where all of our clothing is, just here in the corner. And then the bathroom's pretty basic. I mean, it's just a shower and a mirror, and it's pretty tight in there, but little stand-up shower with no tub or anything. And then our bedroom, we've moved our large bed into this smaller of the what was two bedrooms, which is now the only bedroom here, which is perfect for us because the only time we're ever in here is when we're sleeping anyway. So nice little cubby area here for us to sleep in. What do you think?
It's so much better.
Awesome. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to give a little tour. I'm going to go outside real quick, actually give a little area, front area here. So there's the sea down here. Let me get behind this tree. So we've got a little view of the sea. Some days it's clearer than others, but it is what it is. So here's our little area in front of our trailer. There's not much room behind our trailer except, a walkway. That's kind of how everyone gets to their own trailer, is walking behind there. But this would be our little yard area. I've actually got our laundry drying out here, so we always utilize that. But there's our compost. We've just got a big bin here with some compost going, and we'll use that for planting later on. Sorry. And then these are actually all my peach trees that I sprouted last spring here in Spain. I've just got them all lined up here. And then just our little area here. I've got some plants under there that I'm kind of just keeping wintered under the trailer there, see if they can keep warm enough. But there's an avocado tree and just the other end of my peach trees I've got going here. They're all dormant for the winter now, but yeah, there's our little trailer here in Calella, Spain, with the new renovation there as well.